Straight ahead on OC News, the death toll continues to climb from the Las Vegas shooting. Several of the victims were from Southern California.
Our Cal State Fullerton president offers resources to students and staff troubled by the latest gun violence. Plus, an update on singer Tom Petty, who was found unconscious in his home over the weekend.
Hate working out at a big gym? We'll show you the latest trend in fitness. All these stories and more. OC News starts right now.
Welcome and thank you for joining us at OC News. I'm Sarah Hidalgo.
And I'm Janae Jensen. OC News is brought to you by the broadcast journalism students at Cal State Fullerton.
More details are emerging tonight about the deadly shooting in Las Vegas. We are learning much more about the suspect and the victims.
We start our team coverage with an update on the terrifying barrage of gunfire that left more than 4 dozen people dead and hundreds more injured. Stephanie Stevenson is here with the latest.
With 59 people killed and 527 injured Sunday night at the Route 91 Harvest Festival, this was the largest mass shooting in modern U.S. history. Jake Owen, one of the country singers over the weekend, said, "This is not an exaggeration. The shooting was going on for at least 10 minutes. It was non-stop." The suspect is 64-year-old Stephen Paddock. The retired accountant was a high-money gambler, owned 2 aircrafts and property in Nevada. Officials found him dead in his hotel room before they could reach him. At least 17 firearms were found, as well as hundreds of rounds of ammunition.
We do know that he brought the weapons in on his own. In an original briefing, we believe that he was in partnership or companionship of a female, and we have determined the female is out of the country. So he brought these weapons in on his own. As far as method, I don't have the ability to give you an accurate picture.
With the overcrowded hospitals and trauma centers in Nevada, people are lining up to donate blood. Orange County residents can help donate with the GoFundMe page set up for victims of the massacre. The page has raised over $500,000 and the number continues to grow. That is the latest we have on the 91 Harvest Festival shooting. With OC News, I'm Stephanie Stevenson.
As the country tries to process last night's mass shootings, calls for more regulated gun control are already being made. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer of New York urged both President Trump and Congress in a press conference today to take immediate action in response to last night's tragedy. He stated that although they cannot banish evil from the earth, they can pass laws to help keep guns from falling into the hands of the wrong people. Former Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton also spoke out in a series of tweets this morning urging for strict gun control reforms. She wrote, "Our grief is not enough. We can and must put politics aside, stand up to the NRA and work together to try and stop this from happening again." White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders responded to these comments today, saying now was the time for gun control discussions.
I don't think that is something that would have changed. Again, I think before we start trying to talk about the preventions of what took place last night, we need to know more facts. And right now, we're simply not at that point. It's very easy for Mrs. Clinton to criticize and to come out, but I think we need to remember the only person with blood on their hands is that of the shooter. And this isn't a time for us to go after individuals or organizations. I think that we can have those policy conversations, but today is not that day.
As more information continues to come to light surrounding the details behind Sunday night's massacre, government officials will begin to discuss the impact this will have on the future of U.S. gun laws.
President Garcia has sent an email out to the campus community expressing her condolences to those affected by the Las Vegas shooting. OC News reporter Neo Norris has more information. Neo?
In the wake of the deadliest shooting in U.S. history, President Garcia entered to the Fullerton campus community. President Garcia informed both fellow Titans and CSU families were confirmed concert goers. Police have identified Stephen Haddock as the gunman of the horrific attack. Garcia stated, on behalf of faculty, staff, students, alumni, and extending Titan families around the world, we send our deepest sympathies, prayers, and thoughts to all those affected. Any students that are in need of comfort during this tragic time should be advised of counseling and psychological services on campus. Their office number is 657-278-3040. Staff, faculty, and administrators that are in need of support right now should contact Director of Total Wellness, Alicia Brown. Her number is 657-278-2824. For OC News, I'm Nehemiah Norris.
We are just starting to learn about the victims of the shooting. We turn now to Nathan McGuch, who has the part 2 of the story.
Rachel Parker, 33 years old, worked for the Manhattan Beach Police Department for a decade. She is among several Southern California victims that were killed during the horrific shooting in Las Vegas. She was shot at the event and died after being transported to the hospital, according to a police press release. The department said she will be greatly missed. Dana Gardner, 50 years old, who was 50 years old, worked for the San Bernardino County. She is survived by 3 children, Anthony, Ryan, and Kayla. Kayla was with her mother and was injured in the shooting. Sandy Casey was a special education teacher at Manhattan Beach Middle School and is among those killed. She had taught there for the past 9 years and will be remembered for her sense of humor, passion for her work, devotion to her students, and her commitment to continuing her own learning and taking on whatever new projects came her way. Hannah Allhers, a Marietta resident, was shot in the head, according to witnesses. She is survived by her 3 children.
Many of our Cal State Fullerton students and staff knew friends and family at the event. I talked with one student who listened as her daughter frantically described the events at the concert. Hi, Melinda. Thank you for joining us. Your daughter, Hannah Calloway, was at the Route 91 concert, wasn't she?
Yes, she was.
Can you tell me about when she first contacted you?
She contacted me about 10, it seemed like it was about 11 p.m. last night, somewhere in there. And she had mentioned that she was involved in a shooting. You know, I was asleep, so anyhow, she was involved in an area where they were shooting, and she was frantic on the phone. Mm-hmm. And she told me that she was safe. About that.
How did that feel for you?
Oh my gosh, it was so scary to know that your kid is out there and crying, and so very, very frightening. Did I lose you?
No, you still
Okay.
have me. Yeah.
Oh.
Tell me about how your daughter's doing now. How did her whole group turn out? She had friends with her, right?
She did. So what had happened was she was at the concert, and she had described that she was close to the stage, and at that point they started hearing this spray of bullets, but they didn't know it was bullets. They assumed that it was fireworks. And so she was looking at the stage, enjoying the music as everyone was, and she noticed that the band members threw down their equipment and ran off the stage. And at that point, they noticed that something was not right. And then another spray of bullets was going around.
Wow.
People realized what had happened. And then, of course, everybody started running, and total chaos was, around the area, everyone's trying to duck and find cover. So as she was trying to find a place to go, her friend had told her to duck on the ground and stay down. And as he was leaving to move away to another area, he got shot in the leg.
Ow.
And as everybody was moving around, they got separated, and she had described that she was up upon this fence and she was trying to jump over the fence, and I heard news reports today that people were injured trying to get over the fence, and she caught her jeans on the fence and she was stuck up there, and she said she felt like a duck.
Yeah.
Waiting to be shot. And at that point she started asking for help, and this person that was very tall, she said he just pushed her up to, release her from being caught on the fence, and she was loosed enough to jump off the fence, and then she just ran. The other guy went the other way. And so the terror that she was feeling, is unimaginable. She said she was running through bushes. She would hear a spray of fire, bullets being fired upon the people, and she and another girl that did not know each other were helping each other out, and the girl had got shot in the neck. And so my daughter saw this, and everyone's scrambling, and it's just absolute chaos. So right now she's pretty shook up from everything that she saw. She said that one of the most vivid things to her was not that people were running around, it's just that people were falling because they were getting hit with bullets, and they were slipping on the blood that was on the grass.
So that's how she escaped.
Yes, and then a couple she latched onto. She just said, "Can I just stay with you?" Because she was by herself. She was completely separated from all her friends. And they told her, "Sure, just come in our room." And this couple that opened their hotel room to my daughter also allowed another young man in, and they stood there until somebody came to pick them up, which was just a godsend.
Do you know how Hannah found her friends again?
Her friend contacted her on the phone and told her that, when things calm down, we'll come back in and get you, because her girlfriend had relatives there and they weren't allowing people to drive through anymore. They were blocking the streets, so she had to wait till streets were open again, and then they went and picked up Hannah a couple of hours later. So about 2:00 in the morning, Hannah called me up and said, "Mom, I'm okay. I have a place. I'm back with my friend."
That must have been a relief.
Oh, absolutely. Not knowing that she's with strangers was a scary thing, because you don't know people. It's very chaotic, but that was a very nice thing for them to do. And yeah, she's safe now.
Good. And where's Hannah now?
Hannah is still with her girlfriend at the relative's house in Vegas.
And her friend who got shot in the leg, do you know how he's doing?
She said that they went to go visit him in the hospital, and he's doing okay.
Good. All right. Thank you so much, Melinda.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thanks for talking.
You're welcome. Have a good evening.
Coming up, we will bring you a look at the life of singer Tom Petty, who is currently in the hospital.
And later, an inside look into the latest workout trend, which is leaving some traditional gyms scrambling to keep up.
Don't ignore the subtext. It's on us to intervene in sexual assault. Because we can. Take the pledge at itsonus.org.
News of Tom Petty's hospitalization has shocked many fans. Tom Petty was rushed to the hospital on Sunday, October 1st, after he was found unconscious. He was recently pulled off life support. Officials responded to the emergency call at his California residence, where they were able to get a pulse from him. He was transported to the UCLA Santa Monica Hospital, where he suffered a full cardiac arrest. When he arrived at the hospital, doctors found no brain activity. His current condition is critical, and he is unfortunately not expected to live through tonight. He is 66 years old. Tom Petty rose to fame with Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. In the 1970s, the group's biggest hits were American Girl, Breakdown, Listen to Her Heart, and many others. He was also a success as a solo artist with his biggest hit, Free Fallin'. Petty released 13 albums with Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers and 3 solo albums. Petty and the group just finished up their 40th anniversary tour last Monday. They performed 3 sold-out shows at the Hollywood Bowl these past 2 weeks. The tour traveled to 24 states and performed 53 shows. In 2006, Petty told Esquire of his legacy, quote, "What's changed these days is that the man who approaches me on the street is more or less thanking me for a body of work, the soundtrack to his life. And that's a wonderful feeling. It's all an artist can ask," end quote. Our condolences and best wishes go out to the Tom Petty family in this difficult time.
O.J. Simpson was released from a Nevada state prison early Sunday morning and plans to stay in Las Vegas, the city where his crime of kidnapping and armed robbery was committed. O.J. Simpson spent the last 9 years inside a Nevada prison, a fraction of the 33-year sentence he received. Nevada's Division of Parole and Probation says Simpson submitted a parole plan, which includes a residence in Las Vegas, Nevada. The plan was approved, but very few of the details have been released. Lovelock Correctional Center says it will be up to Simpson, his family, and his attorney who decide whether they want that information shared.
After the break, we learn about how one nonprofit is changing the definition of what children with autism can accomplish.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund Reading.
No.
Let me try. Sarah's bright, but when she's reading, she has trouble sounding out words.
Playing world music.
What?
I give up.
Wait, I was trying to show you how Sarah feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
Boutique gyms are popping up in more cities and making more appearances on social media. The question is, what is all the hype about and what makes them so different from a traditional gym? OC News reporter Laura Quinton has a story.
Boutique gyms have been growing in popularity compared to the traditional gym because of their unique approach to fitness.
This type of workout is just different. It has a way of challenging you. I really like the family style feel, so everyone really cares about your fitness goals, and it's really just fun. Everyone's always happy to be here.
Sweat Boutique Fitness was started 3 years ago with a foundation built on good form, safety, and their uniqueness.
Our approach is a little bit different compared to big box gyms. What we really want to focus on here is offering a boutique approach to how we develop fitness.
boutique gyms offer a wide variety of exercises. Each session is made for a wide range of age and difficulty.
I don't think it's something that you could do like on your own. I never have to worry about planning my own routine. It's something different here every time I come.
Though boutique gyms are usually pricier than the traditional gym, Sweat Boutique Fitness offers different payment plans, and people are willing to make sacrifices elsewhere.
In the beginning, I'm not going to lie, I was definitely a little bit intimidated by the price. It was something a little out of my comfort zone, but when I started attending, it was something that was worth the money to me.
Sweat's future plans are to expand with more locations and spread their unique appeal.
Yeah, we're in the process of franchising, so we're opening up a second location at the first quarter of next year in Costa Mesa.
Sweat Boutique Fitness is one of several boutique gyms that you could find in Orange County to get a different kind of workout. I'm Laura Quinton, reporting for OC News.
Cal State Fullerton was given a green score of 91 by the Princeton Review's Guide to 375 Green Colleges 2017. Scores are student surveyed and given on a low to high scale of 60 to 99, based on how self-sustainable and green the college is. CSUF received a majority of its score from its 5-megawatt renewable energy generator, which powers 50% of the campus, and its leadership in energy and environmental design, LEED. Certified campus housing, from the new solar array generators to more carpool and bike services. CSUF continues to go green.
Challenging the social norms on what children with autism can and can't do. Surfers Healing helps kids with autism surf. Riding tandem on longboards, Surfers Healing spent the day at Doheny Beach, catching waves and making memories. Robert Pike has more with the story.
Long after the footprints on the sand are gone, the memories made on this day will last for a lifetime. It was a day of both rain and shine, a day spent with family and friends, and a day when children with autism surfed.
Every one of these waves leaves such a lasting impression, and I think that's why, our children with autism really gravitate towards this, because, they kind of think and they see in pictures.
Izzy Paskowitz, along with his wife Danielle, started Surfers Healing, a nonprofit organization with one goal: to take kids with autism surfing. They had discovered the healing effects surfing had on their autistic son Isaiah. Surfing had transformed his meltdowns into pure joy. The weightlessness and rhythm of the ocean offers a therapeutic experience, in contrast to the constant assault on their senses, benefiting not only the kids, but the families as well.
I love the inspiration it gives to each family. A child comes, and with or without language, there's so much joy and happiness, and to touch the parent and just share it with them. You don't need words to describe that feeling.
Izzy, along with the Surfers Healing volunteers, didn't just give these kids and their families beautiful memories. They gave them one perfect day. For OC News, I'm Robert Pike.
We would love to hear from you. Be sure to follow us on social media at OC News CSUF. I'm Janae Jensen.
Thanks for joining us. From all of us here at OC News, I'm Sarah Hidalgo. We will see you next week.